There.
Hi, this is Victoria Casey, and I want to talk today about what I was writing in the blog, which is about seller safety when you're selling your home. And I've invited Rachel Silverman to hang out with me today. She's from flatfeelistings.com, and we're going to talk a little bit about safety. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
How's the weather there?
It's great. Sunny today, rainy tomorrow.
Awesome. Okay, we were talking earlier about the fact that you give this advice out quite a bit, especially to women who are wondering about, if you have a non-represented buyer that's coming to your home and you want to know who you're dealing with and you want to make sure you're safe. For years, real estate agents have been dealing with this very thing. So we're going to use some of the real estate tips and tricks, and just a few of them. So what's the number one thing that you need to know when you're dealing with someone, Rachel?
Who they are, who's going to be at the showing, who you're talking to. Just make sure you identify them. You can do that a few different ways. One thing that agents do is ask for, first thing, they want to make sure they're working with a reputable buyer, so they ask them if they've been working with a lender and if they're pre-approved.
Okay.
Getting that pre-approval letter will give you the lender's contact information. You can then contact that lender and find out, hey, have you verified all of these things about this buyer? And, number one, is this the person that I'm meeting with? And second, is this buyer serious and is he pre-approved? So you really knock out two birds with one stone.
Right. And when you were a little girl, your mother told you don't talk to strangers. Same thing here. Make sure you know who you're dealing with. You can ask for ID. You and I were talking earlier, if you feel that you need to, you can let them know that you're going to take a picture of their license plate, and that you make sure that someone knows where you're at, so that if possible you can have someone go with you to meet the buyer, or you can
if you're married, your husband, make sure that's exactly right. Make sure you're a husband, a family member, a friend, your neighbor even. Because your neighbor will have other people that they're telling, hey, I'm going to go over to Sally's house and help her show a property. So you're letting multiple people know where you're at and how long that showing is going to last.
Right. And you want to make sure that the buyer, 99.9% of the time, it's a legitimate buyer, that the buyer knows that other people know. We know who you are. We know we've got pictures of your car. We know who we're dealing with, and my neighbors know where I'm at. And you don't have to do this in an overbearing way. You can even make it a joke, like that. Here you go. And get, I need photo ID before we meet up, and I'm sure you understand in this day and age kind of thing. And so that's
right.
Really,
they do that with, they do that with prospects at apartment complexes. So this is not something new. Licenses, identification is required in a lot of different industries. Before you test drive a car, you have to give a license. So
right. So people are much more comfortable, and you can just say it's for my safety. And here's the thing: if they're not willing to give you that, then maybe they're not a serious buyer. And it's not. If you get any kind of feeling, go with your gut. If you get that funny feeling that you're for some reason unsafe, go with it.
You're exactly right, and that's something that they teach the realtors in their, their MCE courses. That's something that they preach. Agent safety, especially after the few instances that have been broadcast on the news.
Right.
It has been an issue. Safety for agents have been an issue, and it goes,
It has happened, and whether you're dealing with selling your home or anything else. Anytime that you get a funny feeling, you should listen to it, because it's possible that your brain is picking up something that your conscious mind isn't aware of. You shouldn't follow, if you're showing your home, as in any other state, you shouldn't have someone behind you, especially if you're a female. You can get behind, let them walk ahead of you. Have escape routes planned out in your head. Carry a car key, even carrying your keys that has the panic button. Anything like that. Anytime, whether you're talking about selling your home or being safe in a parking lot, it's just an idea that you should be aware. And just a few steps, like you said, getting a buyer's pre-approval letter. If you might even want to call the bank to ensure that this is really the person. Getting some ID, going with someone else if you can, and then letting people know where you're at. Is there anything else that you want to share? Is there a number we can reach you at, or do we just go to flatfeelisting.com?
Yeah, flatfeelisting.com, or you can call us. We're here 12 hours a day from 8 to 8, or usually a lot later than that. 800-477-7771. We're always here.
Rachel, you've been wonderful, and we'll talk about some other things later. Thank you so much, and have a good day.
You too, Victoria. Thank you.